Let's go!
Where the hell did I end up this time? What the hell? Hang on. It's like a kingdom of some kind. Not one I know. Shit.
No. You know what? Because I'm so tired, I might not even make it.
Yeah.
Coming out with me?
Interesting.
You know what? I don't know. You want me to put something on my head?
Place feels familiar in a way. Soul energy?
No. No,
Hold it right there. I haven't seen you around here.
I've never seen you before either.
Well, you are in my kingdom.
So that's where I ended up.
State your name and where you're from.
Kira. I'm from the Shadow Kingdom in a different universe or multiverse or wherever I ended up.
Akira. Do you also go by Chilled by any chance?
Yeah, that's what my friends call me. How would you know that?
I was just simply reading out your aura. But you may refer to me as Blaze, the goddess of the soul and of creation.
Eh. So, a Blaze that's a goddess. That's something new. I guess you learn something new every day.
Yes, though with how the aura is, I do sense faint chaos energy. But then again, it could be from an emerald. But the rest of you, I feel a lot of soul energy within you. 1, how do you get all that soul energy? 2, what do you use it for? And 3, why are you so fluffy for a hedgehog?
Well, 1, I used the soul emeralds from a different dimension to save my friends and protect them. Second reason is because I had to stop my brother from causing chaos. The third reason is probably because I'm part fox.
By Fox.
I mean, hello.
Why does that remind me of one of Executor's daughters?
Exa who now?
If you ever heard of him, you probably know him as Exetior, but he also his full name is Executor.
Oh, him. Yeah, it's been a while since I heard that name.
Oh, you know about him.
Well, yeah, I know I guess one of his daughters, I guess? If that's what he calls them?
Is she a Sailor Scout?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. I've been catching her upon my radar. Apparently, as far as I'm aware, of Executor has plans for her later on. Though, I'm hoping to at least be able to meet her before he enacts on those plans. Want to make sure at least she absolutely knows what she's getting herself into. But as for you, though, how well do you know how to use all that soul energy?
I feel like I know a good margin of it, but I feel like there's still something missing. Like, there's still something I haven't unlocked yet. Like, I've reached a plateau in my power, and like, there's something blocking me from going any higher.
Well, plateaus tend to happen a lot. Though, it doesn't mean to despair, but let me take a read.
Go ahead.
Well, so far with how your knowledge in soul energy, as well as seeing it being able to merge together with your own power, as well as your own blood. So far, you're at a very good point that most others were unable to reach. Though I do see that, yes, there is something that needs to be unlocked.
Yeah, I figured as much.
Though, you also gotta remember too, Akira, when you try to build that up, make sure that at least you're not trying to overdo yourself to get to the top, because that's not gonna be able to work. Otherwise, you'll be stuck at that plateau.
I figured that.
Remember, soul comes from the heart, just like chaos.
Just like chaos. Yeah.
And try not to intermingle the chaos energy and the soul energy a little too much. That way, maybe you might be able to handle chaos control a little bit easier.
Yeah.
I take it that whenever you use chaos control... Oh. Okay, well, thankfully you got the bare minimum there.
Yeah, falling
If it
flat
was
on my
even...
face. It's not fun.
Yeah, that's usually the bare minimum, because if you combine soul energy with chaos energy too much when using chaos control, usually the bare minimum, obviously falling flat on your face. However, sometimes it can range from your fur falling off to possibly turning inside out.
Yes. Sorry.
It's alright. I know, not a very good mental image. Am I correct?
Not at all, not at all, not at all.
Though, But, though from the Shadow Kingdom you say, that does explain a little bit on some of your aura there.
Yeah. Probably very, very dark.
A bit, but I've seen darker.
I'm sure. I mean, if you know Exetior, yeah.
Yeah, well, when it comes to the Executor, pretty much he can be cocky at times, but he's also wise. And just expect a meeting with him again in the future. Especially if you happen to be a Chaos Emerald holder for his daughter. He's gonna definitely want to have a word with you and get to know and understand you a little bit better.
Good to know. Keep my eye out.
Though, Though I also do see that there has been a lot of emotional damage from your past.
Yeah. A lot of emotional
I won't bring it up,
damage.
don't worry.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'm not gonna bring everything up. I just know that I see the emotional damage, some of the mental damage that has happened over the years. Though, at the same time, seems like you're still able to stand up.
Yeah. It's one of those things where I knew if I didn't, I'd die, so.
Survival instinct.
Yeah, I had to do that a lot as a kid.
So young. Though I sometimes wonder what other worlds are coming to if they're gonna leave a child on their own.
It wasn't my parents' fault.
I know. It was the force that separated you from them.
Yeah.
They're the ones at fault.
Yeah. Still want to find the bastards that put me through my hell.
Though, seems that there may be some other things, though. At least something a little bit more current, because, well, I do see that you have a bit more of a mother figure in your life now.
Yeah, after my mother died. Just this woman reminded me so much of her.
But, wait. Hold on. Hold still for a moment.
Okay.
Huh. I think I know why there's a plateau. There's a cloud running through you right now. But
Cloud?
it's not... Though it's not because of anything that happened in your past. Normally, it's hard to find a cloud within someone. But whenever there is a cloud within somebody, if it's within their mind, it means that there's memory loss. But that cloud is right around your heart.
On my heart.
It's aiming towards more your spirit. Tell me, did anything unusual happen in recent months where maybe something unexplainable happened? Maybe you're hearing a voice without realizing, or an odd vision of something that you know is not your memory?
Flashes I've been having. Me and Peace have been having these flashes a lot in these past few months. And I don't understand what it is. And if you're saying there's like a cloud surrounding my heart and all that, then it's gotta be something making that happen then. Maybe that's it.
Wow. You said the Sailor Scout. Tell me, what kind of bond do you and her have in regards to, well, becoming her holder?
Oh, I see you're extremely close. It's like a sister to me.
Well, do you feel that maybe when you two had first met, that you felt something tugging you towards her? Like, you shouldn't leave her side, even though you see her more as a sister than anything else?
Now that you mention it, yeah, I do feel that. Strange.
Well, I don't know much of this too much, but from what it seems like, you and her have a special kind of bond. Some may say it could surpass blood. Some say it could surpass even other types of friendship. You have what they call a spiritual bond with her.
Wait. Zara said something similar. She didn't mention who it was with.
Hmm?
Peace's grandmother, yeah. She mentioned something similar a while ago when I was dealing with my brother. But she never specified on who that person was. Things have been kind of leaning towards it being Peace, but I just didn't understand if it was right. But if that is the case, well then, I guess I just found out some very good information then.
Possibly, because if you two are linked as a spiritual bond, chances are maybe those memories that you've been having that are not yours, those voices you heard, flashes of light, that cloud. If my guesstimate is correct, it could possibly be you knew each other before you two were even born.
Well, shit. That's the case.
Before Prince Akira was born, and before Yena even came to existence.
Well, if that's the case.
So, if you do try to at least look into this more, just be very careful. Because I do feel that if you look any further, there are going to be obstacles, mainly physical ones.
Yeah.
And if you look deeper within the past, I would estimate that this bond that you and her have is over 5,000 years old.
Holy shit. That's a culture shock.
I hope I didn't add too much shock to you there, Chilled. Or
Yes.
Akira, sorry.
It's okay. Call me whatever. It's alright. But if we really do have a bond that old and that strong, I mean, well, it's not like anything's gonna change.
Well then, I will state this though. If you do believe that the bond is strong and you do believe in it, maybe the answers will approach you on their own. But if you feel the need to do a little more research, go ahead. But do not push yourself. And possibly in due time, once you've either, probably when it comes to that plateau you also told me, maybe two things can happen. Either direction might help you. For one, maybe a very intense battle in the future will unlock what you have not yet unlocked. Or another one, if my guesstimate's correct, once you and Yena are able to collect all those memories, it won't just be you that may have unlocked something. It could be her too.
Well, that's the case.
Maybe that's the reason why Executor took her in. Then again, he always has a reason as to why he empowers certain people. And a word of advice, too. Do not do anything too brash. I know that you and her are close. But if you push it too much to the limit, then it could not only cause damage to your bond.
It's that intense, huh?
It's a very strong one, surprisingly. But again, for now, like I said, don't do anything too brash. But definitely keep going with your research.
Right.
And also one other thing too. If you do happen to meet Exetior sooner rather than later, remember that if you have questions for him, if you bring this up, just try not to make it look like an interrogation. Sometimes it's best you find out what the reasons are.
Yeah, you're right.
It's fucking cold out there.
At any rate, though. But will you be needing help with getting back home, or you think you got it taken care of?
I think I got it. I did this instant transition here, and sure I can instant transition out.
It's fucking cold out there, man.
Very well then. Though I'll be sure that if you do pop up here again, and if any of my guards or my subjects find you here, I'll let them know you're not a threat, Akira.
Yeah. Thanks.
And if you happen to run into Yenna or Sailor Peace, tell her to come by my kingdom. I actually would like to meet her sooner rather than later.
Gotcha.
But at any rate, I'll leave you be for now. And one other thing as well. I don't know why, but I have this feeling that your sister might go through a lot of pain. Don't abandon her. She goes through it.
I never would.
And remember, spiritual bond can be much more powerful than blood. Farewell, Akira.
Farewell. Time to get out of here. Now I got some new information.